गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवतीं धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभानुमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं सत्यसायिनं ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्वेषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Offering all our love at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hari Om, Shalom, Sai Ram, Namaste. Auspicious times of Mahalaya, Amavasya, and celebration of Rosh Hashanah by all the Jews across the world, invoking the divine supreme consciousness that has absolutely no name and no form. And that is the essence of spirituality. That is the essence of Judaism. There is no name, there is no form. But that which is no name and no form, and that which is existence, awareness, and bliss only gets associated with nama and rupa, name and form, only for the purpose of exemplifying to the creation how each creature or being in this universe must exist. So therefore, name and form, what is described as very simply Shakti, Maya, whatever you may want to call it. Maya is not delusion. Maya is here and now, everything that is present around us. So therefore, don't try to get over it, be in it, and not to get over it, because you cannot get over it. Jnaninam vichetamsi devi bhagavati hisa baladakrushya mohaya mahamaya prechati. There is no way, don't even try. Many tried and they fell deep into holes, whirlpools that you cannot even get out of. Just be with it and just pray for it. Just make sure that it allows you to see through it. And that is what is called this worship during this next 9 days. This worship by the Jews across the entire world, Rosh Hashanah. Therefore, what we are trying to understand this cosmos through Aruna Prashna. And yesterday, when we were going through this couplet, Java Java bhumih patirvyoma mithunanta aturyathuhu putro bruhaspati rudraha sarama iti stri pumam shukram va manyajjatatam va manyat vishurupe ahani dyaurivastha vishwahimaya avasisvadhavantav bhadrava amposhana viharatirastu. That is the following mantra. So therefore, celebration of this Mother Earth is the call of the day. And this beautiful Mother Earth and her glory is described in a Suktam, a hymn of 14 verses. And these primarily are compiled from Krishna Yajurveda, Taittiriya Samhita, and the first 7 of these 14 verses are from Krishna Yajurveda, Taittiriya Samhita. That is what is most commonly chanted. The first 7 verses is the most commonly chanted, authentic Bhusuktam. Later on, 5 other mantras were added from other Vedic sources, and therefore you will see different types of Patabheda. Saptathe Agni and all those mantras are additional mantras that were added to extend the prayer, because somebody probably felt this is not enough of a prayer to Mother Earth, who is doing so much. Let's add more mantras. So therefore, what we really will focus on are the core mantras, and then we will go extended mantras that are primarily prayers to the Mother, and then with the Gayatri of the Bhumata. So this Bhusuktam, therefore, it is one of the most commonly chanted suktas, and there are 5 suktas are offered primarily by devotees of Vishnu. They worship after the Abhishekam is done, they chant 5 suktas: Purusha Sukta, Narayana Sukta, Bhusukta, and Nila Sukta. Purusha Sukta, Sri Sukta, Narayana Sukta, Bhusukta, and Nila Sukta. So the Bhusuktam is Bhu, which is the same syllable that is used in the context of Gayatri Mantra, Vyakriti. Bhu represents the primarily Mother Earth. So contextually, mythologically, this Bhu Mata in Sanatana Dharma, everything is divinified. There is a Suktam for earth. There is a Suktam for night. There is a Suktam for dawn. There is a Suktam for dusk. There is a Suktam for time. There is a Suktam for death. There is a Suktam for life. Everything is divinified. As the beautiful mathematician Srinivas Ramanujam told his professor, if a mathematical equation doesn't express divinity, it is meaningless to him. Any mathematical equation that doesn't express divinity, he told his professor, is meaningless. And sometimes these beautiful divine principles, they're like these mathematical equations. They very simply put, very summary, one equation, and they embed the essence of it in everything. And then you, with your ability of intellectual awareness, need to decode and expand on those. And that is the process of contemplation, and that is the process of meditation. You all probably saw the movie A Man Who Knew Infinity, which is the life story of Srinivas Ramanujam, in which he says, some of his equations are still being deciphered by mathematicians. That's the incredible nature of divine grace upon a young man who had no idea what he was getting through. And he was writing these equations with a chalk piece on the walls of the Amman temple in his village. Can you imagine? Because these were getting downloaded to him from this Shakti. He was writing them down. Why I am talking about all of that? The earth on which we walk is a Mahashakti, Paramashakti. And therefore, this Mahashakti, Paramashakti, without an awareness, the human has abused, atrociously abused, without any reverence and common sense. And this Bhumi was rescued from one of the great demons during the Kurta Yuga by name Hiranyaksha. And Bhagavan Vishnu comes as Yajna Varaha. He's not called Varaha as the big boar and all this nonsense translations that they do, calling Hanuman as a monkey god, Ganesha as an elephant god. It's atrocious ignorance. Yajna Varaha is the name of that supreme form. Everything about him is sacrifice. He is a Yajna Purusha. I won't get into the symbolism and all of that of Yajna Varaha. That will take the whole 1 hour. But that Yajna Varaha comes and rescues this Mother Earth who was hidden deep under waters. And therefore, when he brought her up, the famous pictures of him carrying like a golem, a round object on his tusks. So in Kurta Yuga, when probably even humans did not exist, already Sanatana Dharma knew that the earth was round. You understand? She was described in Vedic scriptures as golem. Golem means a round object. That means that they knew that the Mother Earth was round. How many thousands of years later that a human has to describe that the earth is round? Until then, they were fighting with each other and killing each other in the name of God. So you have to be so grateful that you are born and raised in a culture that revered nature. The entire Sanatana Dharma is revering nature. Nothing more than that. Because we totally believe that God is one, but exists as many in the creation. We never deny that God is many. We never deny that God is one. But we have the beauty of worshipping as many. We don't restrict God to one name and one form and fight for it. Nor do we say that our God is the only God. When I am talking like that, I am not trying to denigrate any other faith, brothers and sisters. I'm trying to highlight the importance of the one in many. And when we recognize this, then what happens is life becomes truth, bliss, and beauty. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Therefore, this incredible Bhusuktam is a suktam that reveres the mother nature, the mother earth especially. This mother earth, after she was rescued by Yajnavaraha, they had a blessed child and he was named Bhauma. And with incredible penance that he has done, this Bhauma got a boon from Brahma. He asked for immortality, just like any other stupid demon would ask, immortality. And Brahma always tells them, sorry, da, you can ask anything except that. And then they try to find clauses, how to get around that clause of you can't have immortality. And Hiranyakashipu was the most intelligent guy because he's from Silicon Valley. And therefore he asked a boon that was very complex. This fellow is also very intelligent. What he asked, he knew that a mother will never kill a son. Therefore he said, may I have the boon that only my mother can kill me. And then he was given so. Then he turned this Bhauma, turned into this, turned the earth into hell. And therefore he got the title Narakasura, the one who brought hell onto earth. The rest of it is all you know the story. This Mother Earth reincarnates as Satyabhama, not the Satyabhama that has been polluted by Telugu movies and other movies. Not that Satyabhama. That's all nonsensical. Don't believe in all that stupidity that the movies have projected on human mind. She is an amazingly powerful, compassionate, forbearing woman. And her name itself indicates Satya Bhama, the mother who shines the radiance of truth. This is what Swami explained. And this Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba incarnated for the prayers of Satya Bhama in the temple that is in Puttaparthi called Satyamma Gudi. His grandfather was told by Venkusa that your son is coming to raise awareness of the people, to practice human values to save the Mother Earth. So Satyabhama, why I got into that? Because Deepavali is coming in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, in next 4 weeks. And you should all know, revere this story. At that time, there was only one Narakasura. Today, there are thousands of Narakasuras that are exploiting the earth and also now space. What kind of ignorance has creeped into the human intellect is unbelievable. Truly, it has turned artificial. No more natural intelligence. Be that may, let's come back to our topic, Bhusuktam, which you are very anxiously yearning to learn. So this Bhusuktam, in essence, teaches earth as the divine mother, sustaining, forgiving, and protecting all beings. To live in harmony with this Mother Earth is truly the definition of Satya. Sat means that which exists. That which exists, that you can walk on, you can feel, etc., only to protect you. As has been shared by many great souls, without that gravitational pull of that Mother Earth, human being will not be able to even exist or even excrete. Look at the principle of swallowing your saliva. Without the gravity, it won't even go into your stomach. Look at that gravity that has pulled you out of your mother's womb. If the mother did not push, mother pushing is one aspect, but the gravity, the mother's gravity had to catch. And so when you came out of that mother's womb, the first mother that caught you is not even your physical mother. It's the Mother Earth that held you with her gravitational hug. How grateful you have to be to this mother, whose nature is forbearance, whose nature is protection, whose nature is sustenance. All these are used as different words, which we will learn as we go through Bhusuktam, sustenance, protection, nourishment, wealth, all those things. So therefore, this call of the day is to love, to revere, to adore this incredible mother, one of the 5 mothers that Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba has beautifully explained, not just today, not just on Mother's Day, not just on April 22nd, Mother Earth Day. Every day, when you get up from your bed, and as you are putting your foot on this Mother Earth, if you are blessed to chant Bhusuktam before you put your step on the Mother Earth, consider yourself as graced by the Mother. Entire Bhusuktam chanted. And then telling this mother, Amma, please forgive me. I am putting my foot on you, which no son or child should ever do to their mother. But out of your compassion, you have allowed me to put my foot on you. Please forgive me with your forbearance. That is the introduction to Bhusuktam. If you understood this, Bhusuktam is over. As I always remind ourselves, not doing this simply by chanting. You do this by getting enchanted by what the mantras are revealing. Okay, I know there are some few new people perhaps on the session. Are you attending? If you're attending for the first time and you don't know, please raise your hand in the chat. In the chat, you can raise your hand. Okay, if there is no new person on the thing, just as a reminder, you can find the English, the Devanagari, and the Telugu versions on the learning materials. You go to sayatrudram.org. Yes, okay, there you go. sayatrudram.org, class materials, and there you will find sayatrudram.org. Thank you. Vedas learning materials. Then go to Suktams. And under Suktam, you will find Bhusuktam. And under Bhusuktam, you will see different versions, and there is also an audio file to learn at your convenience and proper pronunciation, etc. Okay, let's pull up the English one now. Yes, thank you. So the very first ruk in this is Bhumir Bhumna
Bhumir Bhumna
Dyaurvarina
Dyaurvarina
Antariksham Mahitva.
Antariksham Mahitva.
So that Varina plus Antariksham, there is a Avagraha, the apostrophe, and we'll look at that later. Upasthete, upasthete,
Upasthete
devyadite,
Devyadite
agrimannada mannadhyayadadhe.
Agni Agni Mannada Mannadya Yadadhe.
So there is Agnim, Annadam, Annat, Dhyayat, Dhyayadadhe. Those are the words underneath. We look in the words in a bit. Okay, now Shyama, please explain to people how to do the syllables on this very quickly. Yes.
Okay.
Not explain, chant the syllables.
Bhu Mi Bhu Mna Dyau Urva Ri Na Nta Ri Ksham.
Not
Ksha
sham.
Ksha Ksha Ma Hi Twa U Pa Sthe Te De Vya Di te gni ma na da ma na dya ya da dhe.
Yes. So the Padapatha inside that, you can highlight Bhumihi, Bhumna, Dyauh, Varina, Antariksham, Mahitva, Upasthe, Te, Devi, Adite, Agnim, Annadam, Annadhyaya, Adadhe. Those are the words. Okay, let's chant the mantra and then we'll look at the meaning quickly. Om Bhumir Bhumna
Om Bhumir Bhumna Bhumir Bhumna
Dyaurvarinantariksham
Dyaurvarinantariksham Dyaurvarinantariksham
Mahitva
Mahitva Mahitva
Om Bhumir Bhumna Dyaurvarinantariksham Mahitva
Om Bhumir Bhumna Dyaurvarinantariksham Mahitva Bhumir Bhumna Dyaurvarinantariksham Mahitva
Upasthete
Upasthete Upasthete
Devyadite Gniman Dyayadadhe
Devyadite
Very good.
Devyadite
Everybody should be chanting while Sham is chanting, not just keeping quiet. Huh? It's not listening session. It's learning session. Om Bhumir Bhumna Dyaurvarinantariksham Mahitva Upasthete Devyadite Gnimalnada Mannadyayadadhe.
Om Bhumir Bhumna Dyaurvarinantariksham Mahitva Upasthete Devyadite Mannadyayadadhe.
One more time. One more time.
Om Bhumir Bhumna Dyaurvarinantariksham Mahitva Upasthete Devyadite Mannadyayadadhe.
Okay, this mantra is primarily being addressed to Devi Aditi. Aditi. Devi Aditi. And this Devi Aditi, Bhumna, with her vastness and expansiveness or greatness, holds together Bhumi, which is the earth, Bhumihi, Dyauh, the heaven, and by further what we call as Varina, means supremeness, by that breadth of supremeness, also the Antariksham, which is the atmosphere or the mid space between the heaven and the earth as the ground. Bhumi means actually ground. Mahitva, with majesty and greatness. So she is described with vastness, greatness, and supremeness. Three superlatives are being used to who? Devi Aditi. Upasthete, upastha. Upastha actually means the base or inside you or at the root of yours, at the source or seat of yours. Upastha are also the Vak, Pani, Pada, Payu, Upastha. Upastha is the generative organ which is present at the bottom of the body. So Upasthe, te of yours, O Divine Mother Aditi, Agni, the fire, Annadam, who consumes food, Annadaya, Annadhyaya, eater of food, and for the sake of food, and for his sake, Adadhe is placed. So fire is at the root of you, which consumes food, and by consuming that food, provides the food to everyone. That is the literal meaning of it. So very simply put, this verse is praising this Aditi as infinity with greatness, supremeness, and vastness and majesty, holds in her lap the ground, the earth, the heaven, and the atmosphere. Heaven meaning upper world. Dyauh, where light shines. Divi, Dyauh, they're related. Dyauh means that in which the light is shining. And the atmosphere. And then she's also placed at her seat Agni, the fire, who eats the food and also is the giver of food for sustaining the cosmic order through nourishment. That is the meaning of it. So what is invoked here to begin with? Aditi is used. Aditi is what it means symbolically. Aditi means that which is not divisible, that which cannot be divided. But that which cannot be divided, you are mentioning three parts. So therefore, you have to be saying in that infinite oneness of this divine Aditi, the indivisible supreme consciousness, relatively are present three aspects: the earth, the atmosphere, and the heaven. And what is important is the fire. That is important for sustenance. So therefore, in the Mother Earth is present this incredible fire. And that fire is the one that heat that is contained in the earth is extremely important for the generation of food. Without that heat in the earth, you will not have the seed sprout. So those that complain that it is too hot in Guntur, that heat of that Guntur is responsible for producing the heat of the chilies. That's why we have the most incredible chilies in the world. All that heat comes into the chilies. And I'm just kidding. So basically, what I am not joking about is the heat in the earth is the most important thing. And that heat in the earth is what is also related to the heat in the body. So now look at yourself as the Mother Earth, the Aditi. Look at yourself as the Aditi. Think about what are the three that are present within us as it relates to, actually four are described here. What are the four that are described? The earth, the atmosphere, the heaven, and also the fire. Those are the four that are invoked with this first ruk of this mantra. Ayangauh. Please repeat. Ayangauh.
Ayangauh.
Prushnirakrami.
Prishnirakrami.
Dasananmataram.
Dasananmataram.
Punaha.
Punaha.
Pitarancha.
Pitarancha.
Prayan Suvaha.
Prayansuvaha.
Yes. Okay. Syllables, please.
Ya.
While you are doing
Angau.
that, just point out to people so that
Oh.
new people that are learning know what are syllables. Yeah.
A. Ya. Ngau. Pr. Shni.
Yeah.
Pr. So, Pr. Shni. R. Kr. Mi. Da. Sa. Na. Ma. Ta. Ra. Mpu. Naha. Pi. Ta. Ra. Ncha. Pra. Ya. Nsu. Nsu. Vaha.
Correct. Okay. Chandrasekhara, couple of things here. In the previous mantra, yeah, after the ya, before the dadhe, after the ya, there should be two avagrahas. Those are missing. Again, how many times I looked at this file? Every time when I was splitting the words, it occurred to me there should be a two avagrahas because there are two words that end with a long vowel there, which is Annadhyaya Adadhe. So therefore, there should be after Annadhyaya, there should be two avagrahas, Dadhe. Okay. Okay. Now let's, and this n here, prayan, that should be phonetic n, that should have the blue color. Okay. So in this mantra, the next two, three mantras is in the Ruk 2, 3, and 4. It now shifts to the movement of the earth. Actually, movement of the sun as seen from the earth. Yesterday only I was asking Shama the question. The movement of the earth makes it appear as if the sun is moving. Then these three verses that are also repeated in Rig Veda. So, Ayam. So you can also highlight as I'm going. Ayam Gauh Prishnihi Akramit Asat Mataram Punaha Pitaram Cha Prayant Suvaha. Prayant Suvaha. Those are the words underneath that. Okay, let's now learn the Ruk. Ayangau Prushnirakrami.
Ayangau Prashnirakrameh. Ayangau Prashnirakrameh.
Dasanal Mataram Punaha.
Dasanan Mataram Punaha. Dasanan Mataram Punaha.
Pitarancha Prayantsuvaha.
Pitarancha Prayansuvaha. Pitarancha Prayansuvaha.
Just for those of you who are curious, how I call them from Rigveda is because most of the Rigveda mantras have a long first line and a shorter second line. So the next three lines are like that. Ayangam prushnirakramidasanan mataram punaha pitarancha prayansuvaha.
Ayangau Prashnirakrameh. Dasanan Mataram Punaha.
No, it is dasanan, not dasha. It's
Dasasa,
not a
not Dasa.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you. Ayangau Prashnirakrameh. Dasanan Mataram Punaha. Pitarancha Prayansuvaha.
I am. Okay, please repeat one more time, miss.
Ayangau Prashnirakrameh. Dasanan Mataram Punaha. Pitarancha Prayansuvaha.
I am approaching or coming. Gauh. I will tell you the literal meaning, how with a Sanskrit dictionary they write the meanings. Cow, gauh, cow, prisnihi, the variegated one, akramit, has advanced or encroached. Asat has come into being. Mataram, the mother. Punaha, again. Pitaram, the father. Cha, and Prayant, going forward or advancing. Suvaha, to heaven, to the radiant world. Okay, that is totally. So what is saying? This verse literally means the cosmic cow is approaching. Okay, this cosmic cow that is variegated has come back to itself. The mother and the father also proceed to the heaven, the radiant world. Doesn't make any damn sense if you use an English dictionary. So don't learn Veda mantras using English dictionary. English Sanskrit dictionary will not help. Then you have to really focus on what is the symbolic, beautiful principle that is being expressed here. Vacho Visheshanam. Gauri Mimaya Salilani Takshati Ekapadi Dvipadi Sa Chatushpadi Ashtapadi Navapadi Babhuvushi Sahasrakshara Parame Vyoman. I explained to you all what is the meaning of the word Gauri and the Gau Shabdam. Gau means light. Gau means light. And this light has approached this Mother Earth. Ayam Gauh. Prusnihi Akrami. Prusni is referred to in mythology as the cosmic mother. The cosmic mother, a symbol of earth and nourishment. Prishni. Where did you hear the word Prishni? Huh? Some of you might remember. If not, it's okay. Don't worry. Prishnihi Akrami. Prishni is this beautiful thing referred to as a cow that is the mother of Marut Ganas. In Rigveda, it is described like that. The Marut Ganas' mother is called Prishni. The same Prishni has taken birth or incarnated later as the divine mother of Lord Vamana and also came as Devaki as mother of Krishna. This is mythology. Here it is the Mother Earth. So this light that is coming down, the Gauh, when it is expanding onto the Mother Earth, it is expanding as the seven rays and therefore it appears variegated or spotted. Light dispersion is being described here as well. And then what happened? This sun, what is he doing? Asanan mataram punaha pitarancha prayant suvaha. So the sun's movement is being described as the sun is rising with this variegated light, is completely expanding and covering over this entire Mother Earth, goes back to the original seat, and then he will, after illuminating this Mother Earth, he goes the other side and illuminates the entire universe. Oh, what a beautiful poetic description of the sun's movement. Noticed as a fact, sun is not simply shining on Mother Earth, he's shining everywhere. The entire Dyauh, which is referred to as the father, Pitaram, Mataram, the mother, Prayant Suvaha. The sun's movement is advancing, the sunlight is approaching the Mother Earth, shining on her, and then also goes the other side, shines the whole universe or the heavens or the skies. That is the essence of description, symbolical description of that mantra. So now here, the mother is the earth, the father as a couplet is the heaven, and so Pitaram, Mataram, both of them are filled with this beautiful sunlight, Gauh, in a variegated form on the mother as Prishni, and in the sky as well. Are we clear? It's very beautiful. When you read this mantra and you try to understand using the dictionary, it doesn't make any sense. Now here is the Aruna Prashna insights help you interpret this mantra so beautifully. Go check if somebody has interpreted the mantra like this. It's not practical because they look at this and say, Yan Gauh, Gauh, Gauh is referred to as a bull. In fact, what's that guy's name? I'm forgetting who wrote a translation of the Rigveda. He calls Gau as a bull, Prishni as a variegated cow. Okay. Akramit, asanan. So that the shabda you are seeing is akramit plus asanan becomes akramidasanan. Mataram Punaha Pitarancha Prayansuvaha. So I will ask the script team to take each mantra and write down the words. Write down the Padapatha for the Bhusuktam, so that you will get the experience of how to look at the words also. Okay, Saira. Thanks for acknowledging. Ayangauf Prushnirakrami Dasanan Mataram Punaha means again. Pitarancha Prayant Suvaha. So the Prishni Akramit is the Mother Earth. Punaha again. Pitarancha Prayant Suvaha. Pitaram is the heaven, the Dyauh, and again Suvaha. In the upper worlds, he is the Gauh is illuminating, advancing to illuminate the heaven, approaching the earth and illuminating the earth. Okay. Trigumshadhama virajati.
Trigumshadhama virajati.
Vakpatangaya shishriye.
Vakpatangaya shishriye.
Pratyasya vahadyubhihi.
Pratyasya vahadyubhihi.
See, now one question comes in the mind. And suddenly you are talking about Mother Earth, but first you invoke this Aditi, then you talk about sun. Where is Mother Earth in all of this stuff? This is the other beauty of Sanatana Dharma. In praising the one that is enabling that, you actually are praising the source. I don't know. I will explain to you how it is. You are eating food, and this food is first of all produced by farmers by plowing the earth. Thousands of farmers are producing the food, or millions of farmers actually are producing this food. And that food has to be processed, transported, come to retail. You have to earn money, go to the retail store, buy that food, bring it home, cook it, and eat it. How many people you have to thank every day before you eat that plate of meal? How many hands you have to thank? How many hearts you have to thank? It's impossible. It's incomprehensible. Therefore, what you do? You thank the one who is present in all. And therefore you say, Brahmarpanam Brahmaharihi. Brahmagnav Brahmanantam. That is the one who is giving you the food. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva, the one who is consuming the food inside you. He is also the one. And therefore, instead of thanking so many people, you thank the one that is present in many. And because this vastness of this mother is so incredible, it's incomprehensible to thank her. You thank the one who is giving her that power itself, the Shakti itself, and that is Bhagavan's son. That's how these mantras are related to Aruna Prashna. That's the reason why Bhagavan has inspired to teach this mantra as part of Aruna Prashna. Along with the sun, you have to revere the Mother Earth. You do Sandhya Vandanam and you thank the sun god. You take that water and you pour in Mother Earth into a plant. That sanctified water is what you pour into a plant and the Mother Earth. And then at that time you thank her also. But first you thank the one who is giving this illumination, not only to the earth, but to this infinite Aditi. Therefore he is called Aditya. Therefore he is called Aditya. The first Aditi Then the next three mantras are about Aditya. Trigumshadhama virajati.
Trigumshadhama virajati.
Vak patangaya shishriye.
Vakpatangaya shishriye.
Pratyasya vahadyubhihi.
Pratyasya vahadyubhihi.
Yes. Okay. Syllables.
Tri, tri gum sha dha ma vi ra ja ti. Va pa kpa ta nga ya shi shri ye. Pra tya sya va ha dyu bhihi.
Trigumshadhama virajati.
Trigum Shaddhama Virajati. Trigum Shaddhama Virajati.
Vakpatangaya shishriye.
Vakpatangaya Shishriye. Vakpatangaya Shishriye.
Pratyasya vahadyubhihi.
Pratyasya Vahadyubhihi. Pratyasya Vahadyubhihi.
Trigumshadhama virajati. Vakpatangaya shishriye. Pratyasya vahadyubhihi.
Trigum Shaddhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Shishriye. Pratyasya Vahadyubhihi. Trigum Shaddhama Virajati Vakpatangaya Shishriye. Pratyasya Vahadyubhihi.
Okay, this is a very simple mantra to try the words. Huh? Very simple. Trim Shadhama. Trim Shadhama. Virajati. Vak. Patangaya. Shishriye. Preti. Asya. Vaha. Dyubhihi. Simple words. There is no complex sandhis or anything like that. Trimshadhama. Trimshat. Trimshat Dhama. Those are the two words in it. Trimshat Dhama. Dhama means abode or present. Trimshat in 30 places. Trimshat is 30. In 30 places, present as Virajati, shining forth in 30 places. Vak, the vibration, the radiance. Patangaya, of that of this patanga. Patanga means that which flies. Patangaya. Shishriye. Patangaya Shishriye is present. Essentially, the radiance of this patanga. Patanga means the bird. Patanga means that which flies. So the radiance of this bird is present in 30 places, in 30 abodes. Prati Asya, then he carries that Vaha, carries. Vaha means carries or brings forth Prati Asya, that radiance of his, also to with dyubhihi. Dyubhi means rays or lights or light. Carrying this light, he brings forth this vibration. So this verse is basically talking about walk. Walk actually doesn't mean speech. Walk, the root of it is that which is a vibration. So this resplendent vibration of his is shining forth in 30 abodes. And that bird in the sky, Patanga, who is the bird in the sky? Sun, who is traveling. Therefore, he is called Khaga. Khaga. Khaga also means eagle. Kha means space. Ga means moving. Kha, ga, that which is moving in space. Therefore, it can be called a bird, it can be called an aeroplane, it can be called a sun. Kham means space. Ga is movement. Patanga also means the bird that moves in the sky. So that is the essentially the literal meaning of that. Now, what is unclear about it? The lack of clarity is, hey, what is this 30 abodes? Trimshat Dhama. What is the Trimshat? What are the 30? So 30 abodes here is symbolic of 30 Ghatika, which is a time unit. One Ghatika is 24 minutes. So what is 30 Ghatikas? Hello. So one Muhurta is 48 minutes. Half of that is called Ghatika. 30 Ghatikas is how many? How many hours?
72.
Huh?
72.
Hello. How can it be 7? How many hours I asked?
12 hours.
Hello. Huh?
12 hours.
Who is saying 12 hours?
So many.
Yeah.
720.
12 hours. Yeah. It is 12 hours. Approximately the sun is shining on the earth for 12 hours at a time. His movement is associated with only 12 hours. So only half of the earth is illuminated, the other half is not. If you are at the equator, exactly 12 hours. So that's what is the meaning of this mantra. So therefore, the sun shines on the earth, providing this immense dubhi, the light, the bearer of the light. But he is also not only filling the earth with light, that light contains the vibration, the walk. Sun's energy, radiance is not just light without any vibration. That light contains incredible energy, the vibration, the walk. Vacho Visheshanam. So therefore, that is the meaning of that mantra. All right. I think the next mantra we will finish for today, the fourth mantra, because the 5, 6, and 7 will be a different topic. This fourth mantra will conclude about the movement of the sun and the radiance of the sun. So, by the way, because of the Navratri celebrations and observation, we will not have the class on 27th and 28th. 27th morning, there is a Shatrudra Abhishekam to Bhagavan here, and it's going to be on YouTube, same channel, YouTube. On 28th, there will be the Chandi Homa. and October 1st is Vijayadashami and also Shirdi Sai Aradhana. So we'll resume the class on October 4th and 5th. And because of the Navratri observation, I will also say that there won't be practice session this week on Wednesday. So celebrate Navratri if you have time. And then so we will resume the Bhusuktam again. Oh, wow. So you have plenty of time to practice, also to listen to the recording. And if you are able to, and if you are an advanced learner, take these rooks and do the Padapatha yourself. That is the homework. Can I identify all the words within properly? And then you can compare notes. When I come back to the class on 4th, as I go through each one, I'll tell the padas. And at that time, you can think through and say, hey, did I get this right or not? Okay. Asya pranadapan apanat antascharati rochana. Asya pranadapanan apanan asya pranadapa
Asya pranad asya
pra,
pranad asya pranadapa
natyantascharati rochana.
natyantascharati rochana.
I'm saying it like that only for the sake of learning. Apanati antascharati. Those are the two words. Because we can't say like that, I'm stopping at the dash. Ashya pranadapanatyan natyantascharati rochana.
Asya pranadapa natyantascharati rochana.
Good. Say it one more time.
Asya pranadapa natyantascharati rochana.
Vyakhyan mahishasuvaha.
Vyakhyan mahishasuvaha.
You want to do your syllables quickly? Yeah.
Asya pra na da pa na tya nta scha
Nta.
nta nta scha ra ti ro cha na vya khya ma hi sha su su vaha.
Asya pranadapanatyantascharati rochana. I can't split. Other it's apa, then I have to asya pranadapa
Asya pranadapa asya pranadapa
natyantascharati rochana.
natyantascharati rochana natyantascharati rochana
Asya pranadapanatyantascharati rochana.
asya pranadapa natyantascharati rochana asya pranadap asya pranadapanatyantascharati rochana
Vyakhyanmahishasuvaha
Vyakhyanmahishasuvaha Vyakhyanmahishasuvaha
asya, of his, pranat, from inhalation, apanat, from exhalation, yanta, the mover, the guide, the controller, charati, moves, rochana, his illuminance, vyakhyan, which is manifested, made, cleared by Mahesha, the supreme one, Suvaha, in the radiant upper world. So basically, the meaning of this mantra, putting it all in syntax, is from his inhalation and exhalation, the cosmic movement arises that also traverses the heavenly radiance. And this is the power of this mighty one that is shining in the heavens. So beautiful. You see how beautiful? We don't look at sun as some planetary object, earth as an inert material. We are giving life to the sun. Huh? Now you can say, oh, this is all beautiful poetic imagination. Huh? Yes, it can be beautiful poetic imagination. But live the world that is filled with life, not with death. In a mountain, you see life. That was what I was telling somebody who came back from Kailas recently. It's not a mountain. We don't admire this beautiful thing called Kailas as a mountain. We adore it as a being. It has life associated with it. So therefore, oh, what is this, sir? That's all your imagination. Yes, it can be your imagination. Better have imagination that has life in it, not inertness and death in it. So fill everything with life. And what are you filling this entire things around you? You are filling it with your own awareness. It's filled with your own awareness. The entire creation by itself has no Atmic consciousness in it. You are filling the Anatma with your Atmic awareness. Then what will happen? If you are positive and if you are radiant with love, you will fill the whole thing with love. If you are negative and you are cruel, you will fill it everything with negativity. And therefore, you will also suffer the consequence of that. So don't attempt to do anything except to fill your own self and everything around you with positive, radiant life. You are breathing in light. You are inhaling light. You are exhaling light. And in this inhalation of light and the exhalation of light, what is filled is this rochana, the light. And vyakhyan mahishasuvaha. Mahisha, if you use the English that dictionary, what it will be? Huh? Mahisha will be a bull. But Mahisha is in this context is used as the supreme being. This supreme being with its inhalation and exhalation is filling everything with this beautiful radiant light here on the earth and up above in the heaven. That is the end of that beautiful 3 Rigveda mantras that are part of the Bhusuktam. Okay, that is the class for today. I'm 15 minutes over already. Let's do Yadakshara Padabhushta. Om. If I ask somebody, then they'll chant Devi Aparadakshara. Where is Thambi? Chant Devi Aparadak today. Where is my Thambi? Thambi is there? Oh. Om Aparada Sahasrani Kriyante Garnisham Maya Dasoyamiti Mam Matva Kshamasva Parameshwari. Chant it, Chandrasekhara. Chant.
Oh, okay, okay.
Avaha, Avahanan
न
Janami.
जानामि न जानामि विसर्जनं पूजां चैव न जानामि क्षम्यतां परमेश्वरी मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं सुरेश्वरी यत्पूजितं
Yes.
मया देवि परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे अपराधशतं कृत्वा जगदम्बेति चोच्चरेत् यां गतिं समवाप्नोति न तां ब्रह्मादयः सुराः सापराधोऽस्मि शरणं प्राप्तस्त्वां जगदम्बिके इदानीमनुकम्प्योऽहं यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु अज्ञानात् विस्मृतेर्भ्रान्त्या यन्यूनमधिकं कृतं तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवि प्रसीद परमेश्वरी कामेश्वरि जगन्मातः सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहे तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवि प्रसीद परमेश्वरी गुह्यादिगुह्यगोप्त्री त्वं गृहाणास्मत्कृतं जपं सिद्धिर्भवतु मे
Siddhir me Devi.
तत्प्रसादात् सुरेश्वरी ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Very good. Now, why we chanted that today?
Yeah, beautiful. It's to the
Why? Why?
Bhumi Devi.
Bhumi Devi, yes. Asking her for her forgiveness for all the mistakes we may take in treating her improperly. So that is the reason. May the Mother's grace be with all of us during this Navaratri and Rosh Hashanah. Greetings to all the Jews. Happy New Year. Rosh Hashanah is the New Year of the Jews. So celebrate the New Year in Sai centers, sing Jewish bhajans, adore the light that is present in the Mount Sinai. Adore the light that is present within. Vyakhyan Mahishasvaha. So this is the essence of the four mantras. Wishing you all. Are there any questions? Quickly we'll take. Today is Mahalaya Amavasya for those of you observing here in USA. And please offer your prayers. Those that who don't have father must do tarpanam. Must do tarpanam. Those who have father, just pray to your father and pray to your ancestors. Ancestors are as powerful. The next mantras will come. The next mantras that we are going to learn will actually talk about Pitru Devatas in Bhusuktam. In Bhusuktam, there are mantras about Pitru Devatas. Where that comes is that there is a beautiful mantra that talks about Brahmavarchasav Pitrinag Shrotram Chakshurmanaha. Brahmavarchasav Pitrinag Shrotram Chakshurmanaha. That is a mantra that's going to come in the eighth ruk of Bhusuktam. Medini Devi Vasundhara Syadvasudha Devi Vasavi Brahmavarchasav Pitrinag Shrotram Chakshurmanaha. You're praying to the Mother Earth to give salvation to the Pitru Devatas. Because what you're offering to the Pitru Devatas as the Pindam is made out of this Mother Earth and the herbs. And therefore, it is because of her grace, the Pitru Devatas. There is also mantras associated with Vasu, Rudra, Aditya, all those things in Bhusuktam. So every day chanting Bhusuktam before you wake up from the bed will appease and you get the blessings of all the devatas, including the Pitru Devatas. That is how powerful this Bhusuktam is. Jai Sai Ram. Okay, Mahalaya Amavasya. I have to go do Chandi Parayana, so you all have to. If there are any burning questions, please ask.
So Anna,
No.
you said
Right.
sorry.
I posted one question, Anna.
You posted one question. Okay, sorry, it hasn't reached me yet. And let me check. Okay, you can ask the question. Do I have to read it there?
No, I had asked when you were explaining about how Bhu Devi was being uplifted from the waters by that Vishnu Avtara. So my question was, water is kind of found only on Earth. Everywhere else is space. So is there any significance? I mean, how?
Is that you have checked the entire space, huh? You're such a beautiful scientist. You checked all the space and you found no water anywhere, huh? Only on Earth water is there. Huh? How confidently you are saying that? How confidently you are saying that? Did you read the latest NASA report?
No.
That they found water on Mars?
Yeah, that one but I'm just thinking from the entirety that everywhere else is space and all planets and
No. I mean, everywhere else, all the planets, they don't have water, huh? You know that for sure. Okay. So your question is therefore what? If everywhere is space, where is Earth really? What is the question?
from where did I mean, how come Earth was submerged in water?
If there is only water, where else it will be merged? If there is only water, where else it would be merged, ma? In space, how can you merge in space? How can you merge an object in space? It is all suspended in space.
Yeah, suspended in space.
Yeah. So there is a symbolic aspect about that whole Varaha and the Hiranyaksha story. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
These Hiranyakshas are these people that came to San Francisco and to El Dorado Hills and dug the gold out of it. Hiranyakshas. And in South Africa, how much they have exploited the South African earth to dig all the diamonds and the minerals out of it. The entire nonsense of going after Ukraine and going after these countries is to dig the minerals out of it and to exploit the Mother Earth, whoever that fellow's name, which I'm glad I don't remember these idiots' names, that has dug the entire Karnataka and all those Kolar and those places and dug. These are Hiranyakshas, means their eyes are on gold, on what is valuable in that earth. Therefore, they are digging this earth and they're stealing what belongs to her. And why are all those minerals stored in this beautiful Mother Earth? If you truly understand the scientific reason, for that, अश्मा च मे मृत्तिका च मे गिरयश्च मे पर्वताश्च मे सिकताश्च मे वनस्पतयश्च मे हिरण्यञ्च मे यश्च मे सीसञ्च मे त्रपुश्च मे श्यामञ्च मे लोहञ्च अग्निश्च म आपश्च मे वीरुधश्च म ओषधयश्च मे कृष्टपच्यञ्च मे अकृष्टपच्यञ्च मे ग्राम्याश्च मे पशव आरण्याश्च यज्ञेन कल्पन्तां वित्तञ्च मे वित्तिश्च मे भूतञ्च मे भूतिश्च मे वसु च मे वसतिश्च मे कर्म च मे शक्तिश्च मे अर्धश्च मयेमश्च म इतिश्च मे गतिश्च मे. Yeah, what is this mantras we're chanting in Chamakam and all? Have you ever paid attention to the wealth of the Mother Earth? The wealth of the Mother Earth is in that Anuvakam. The wealth of the Mother Earth is in that fifth Anuvakam of Chamaka. And all of that has to be used for Yajnena Kalpantam. Oh, Mother, I will use it only for sacrifice, for no other purpose, not for selfish purpose. So therefore, you have to understand that the symbolic nature about this Varaha And the Hiranyaksha story is these fellows have eyes on the wealth of the mother to dig it out for themselves and for selfishness. They are hiding the earth. And therefore, Yajna Varaha comes, not ordinary Varaha. Yajna Varaha comes. Therefore, it's called Yajna Varaha, protecting that Mother Earth to keep her from digging. He comes as the boar to dig deeper and save her with his tusks. I will talk about. Somebody also asked about that I forgot. My Tambi forgot to remind me when I should be talking about Radha Devi. We'll talk about Radha Devi when we come to Tanno Dhara Prachodayat, the Gayatri mantra. That's when Dhara Radha. Ayo, connection vachinda. Dhara Radha. That is, Dhara is Radha. So now you will understand that who is this Mother Earth. She is not just Satyabhama. She is also the mother of Vamana. She is the mother of Krishna. She is the consort of Krishna as Radha. She is in beautiful ways. She is expressed in this Vedic hymns. Okay, that is and enough about water. Please drink some water, ma. Please. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
I was in water only, and I was
Somebody
really,
has
I
to
just
dig you
came
out.
from
Huh?
swim. Yeah. We came hurriedly from the swimming just to attend the class.
Jai Sai Ram.
Sai Ram.
So, Sai Ram. Okay. Any other? Okay. Any somebody else has a question?
Anna, you were saying that the first 7 mantras were from Krishna Yajurveda, but at the same time you said these are from
Yeah.
Rigveda.
Yes, they are mentioned also in the Bhusuktam is primarily, any sukta is a compilation from different places. Sukta is not restricted to one Veda or anything like that. Some mantras are repeated in other Vedas. Even Durga Suktam, all the major suktas, they are compilations. They are not restricted to one Samhita. Okay. Very rarely you will see that, like Rudra Prashna is completely from Krishna Yajurveda, and it is a chapter within Krishna Yajurveda Samhita. And Aruna Prashna is completely from Taittiriya Aranyakam, and it is completely taken out of Taittiriya Aranyakam. But the suktas are not like that. Purusha Sukta mantras, all those Sukta mantras are compilations by rishis to give. That's why there is the context of these mantras is not restricted to one Veda. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's a good clarification. Yes. All that.
Mahisha is bull. Mahisha is Dunnapotu, right? Bull is Yaddu.
Bullo Bulakko Edo Mahishasura means is usually referred to as bullhead. Bullock is Bullu Bullock. I don't know. I don't know English. Don't bother me with that kind of questions. Okay. As long as we are not a bullhead, we understand what we should not be. We are good. But that is not the context of this mantra. Yachandasam Rishabho Vishwarupaka. In certain mantras, Rishabha is involved. Vrishabha. Vrishabha is common understanding. Again, Sanskrit English dictionary, you will write Mahisha is a bull or whatever it is. Mahisha doesn't actually mean that. Mahisha, Mahi means earth. Mahisha means the one who is illumining the earth, the supreme one that is illumining the earth. Mahisha is Mahisha, those things. So that probably brings us to the Shanti Mantra prayer. Mahim, don't say Mahim Mahisha. Mahim Mahisha. Okay. Where is I saw Akila somewhere. Akila chants Sasti Prajabda Paripal.
ॐ स्वस्तिः प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य